Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Last lecture we seen characteristic of transceiver. Anybody recall that? Prajakta? What are the characteristics of transceivers? Just recall. Characteristics of the transceivers. Service to upper layers. Or yes.
Ma'am, characteristics are uh, ma'am. Hello, I'm audible, ma'am.
You are audible.
Yes, ma'am. The characteristics and task are, ma'am. First one is a range, and after that, blocking performance, voltage range,
Okay.
frequency stability.
Yes. Yeah, let's see. Receiver to upper layer, then power consumption and energy efficiency, carrier frequency and multiple channels, stage change time and energy, then data rates, modulations, coding, then transmission power control, noise figure, gain, power efficiency, receiver sensitivity, range, then block performance, out of the band emission, carrier sense and RSSI, frequency stability, voltage range. Okay, these are the characteristics and tasks of the transceivers. Then now today we are going to see structure of the transceivers. Here is the transceiver structure. Clearly, a common structure of transceivers is into the radio frequency front end and the baseband part. The radio frequency front end performs the analog signal processing in the actual frequency band, and it is the first stage of the interface between electromagnetic waves and digital signal processing of the further transceiver stage. See, here is the this slide is visible to everybody.
Yes, ma'am.
Intermediate frequency bands. What is intermediate frequency? Then baseband processing. In baseband processing, there is all processing is happening in digital forms, and this is the transceiver front end, and this is the baseband to part of the transceivers. Intermediate frequency, we created some intermediate frequency using mixers and also some modulation techniques. We get the high strength of the signals. to transfer long distance. Okay, then baseband processing also, in that digital processing is happens, then frequency conversion is there. That is means here is digital to here is frequency signal, and power amplifier used to amplify our signals, and then here is the antenna and antenna interfaces. Okay, there are many interfaces like C pin tags, GR connectors, all are connected, are the antenna interfaces. Then low noise amplifier. What is low noise amplifier is amplifies the our signal without interfacing the SNR ratio. Signal to noise ratio is constant, but amplify the signal. Okay. Then radio front end. The radio front end performs the analog signaling process, and in the actual radio frequency band, it is the first stage of the interface between electromagnetic waves and digital signal processing of the further transceiver stages. See in figure, we see the from the baseband, there is a digital signal processing and come into RF front. RF front converts the digital signal into that is the radio frequency waves or electromagnetic waves. Then baseband process, whereas baseband processor performs the all signal processing in digital domain and communicate with sensor, node processor, and or other digital securities circuits. In baseband, the controller sends the digital data in bit or in byte form. So in that there is a baseband which is in baseband, there is all in digital domain. Okay. Then power amplifier accept the converted signals from the I5 means intermediate frequency or baseband part and amplifies them for transmission over the antenna. Power amplifier amplifies the signals and transmit to the antenna interfaces. Okay. The next one is low noise amplifier. Amplifies the coming signal of amplifies the incoming signal up to level suitable for further processing without significantly reducing the SNR noise. See, low noise amplifier amplifies the signal for suitable transmission or further processing, but without reducing or increasing the SNR ratio. Then the range of power of incoming signal varies from weak signal from nodes close to reception boundary to strong signals from nearby nodes. This is range can be up to 100 dB without management action. Incoming signals are sometimes weak, range is weak, and this low noise amplifier amplifies that signal. Okay, the low noise amplifier is active all time and can consume a significant fraction of transceiver energy. Low noise amplifier is active all time and consumes a significant fraction of transceiver energy. Means it energy consumes. Element like local oscillators, voltage control oscillator, and mixer are used to frequency conversion from the RF spectrum to intermediate frequency. Oscillator, voltage control oscillator or mixer are used to frequency conversion from the radio frequency spectrum into intermediate frequency or baseband to the baseband. The incoming signal at RF frequency, that is FRF, is multiplied in a mixer with a fixed frequency signals from a local oscillator frequency. Oscillator frequency is FLO. Okay. The resulting intermediate frequency signal has FLO minus FR depending on the RF front end architecture. Other elements like a filters and also are present. Okay. For intermediate frequency creating wheels, oscillator, voltage control, voltage control oscillator and mixers. Mixer to convert our RF frequencies into intermediate frequency. How that frequency is frequency of oscillator minus frequency of RF signal. That is nothing but an intermediate frequency. And this RF front-end architecture, depending on the RF front-end architecture, other elements like filters are also present. Means in RF front-end architecture, there are filters, some noise reducer, also filters which reduce the noise high. There are many filters like low pass filter, high pass filters, which are used to depending on our requirement. Okay. Here is operational states of transceivers. We have explained just. Then states of the transceivers. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Receiver states. Transceiver can be put into different operational states. Typically transmit. In transmit state, the transmit part of the receiver is active and the antenna radiates the energy. Whenever we are going to transmit from transceiver state is activated. Means there is a duplex, full duplex or half duplex is duplex transmission is there. Means one antenna acts as a transceiver and receiver in half duplex, and there is different and what is transmitter and different receiver for the full duplex. That means in one time you can transmit and receive in full duplex, and in half duplex we can transmit only transmit or only receive. That transceiver act as a transmitter, and for receiving it acts as a receiver. Okay. Then whenever we are going to transmit our data, the transmitter state is activated and the antenna radiates the energy. Then in receiver state, receiver part is activated. Then ideal state of the transceiver. Transceiver that is ready to receive but not currently receiving anything is said to be an ideal state. Okay. It is ready but not it is not working in working means it is ready to receive but not receiving or transmitting. That is the ideal state. In this ideal state, many parts of the receiver circuits are active. Ideal state, there are many receiver circuits are active and other can be switched off, which are when your transceiver is ready to receive, that times or receiver part is only activate means on, and other which are not for receiving purpose, that are off. For example, in synchronization circuits, some elements connected with acquisition are active, while those are connected with tracking can be switched off and activated only when the acquisition has found something. Also discuss the techniques of switching off part of the acquisition circuit for IEEE standard 802.11 transceiver. A major source of power dissipation is leakage. Uh, in synchronization, when we are going to concern about acquisition, then acquisition part is activated, tracking part is switch off. Whenever we are tracking, that time tracking is activated and acquisition part is switch off. And if all the parts of that transceiver is active, that time dissipation of leakage means major power is gone, because that some parts are not working, means energy is wasted, so power is dissipated. Leakage is a major source of power dissipation is leakage, means that parts is active, means power leakage is happening there, some power wasted, so this is the good ideal state. Then sleep state. In sleep state, significant part of the transceiver are switched off. This major part of the major part is sleep in transceivers. Okay, and there are transceiver offering several different sleep states. Okay, for discussion of sleep state, for IEEE standard IEEE 802.11 transceiver, these sleep states differ in amount of circuit switch off and in the association recovery time startup energy. Means IEEE 802.11 transceiver is the transceiver. In that case, many times it is goes in sleep state, go in sleep state, and whenever we need to start that, then energy startup. For recovery time means out of sleep state coming, that time we need to energy. For example, in complete power down of transceiver, the startup cost includes the complete initialization as well as configuration of radio. Whereas in lighter sleep mode, the clock driving circuit transceiver part is threshold down, while the configuration and operational state is remembered. Significant part of the transceiver are switched off. Means some transceivers are completely go in the sleep state. That times power is down, and that time it goes in sleep state. Whenever you need to start, that time starting cost means there is need a requirement of high power to come from the sleep state. That is power cost is also included, and some lighter mode. Sometimes some transceivers are go in lighter mode, means not in deep sleep mode. The clock driving certain transceiver part is total down, while configuration and operational state is remembered. Significant part of the transceiver are switch off, not able to immediately receive something. Recovery time and startup energy to leave sleep state can be significant. When transceiver go in sleep state, that times when you uh, uh, come from the wake up from the sleep state, there is a recovery time and also startup energy to leave the sleep state. Means coming from the sleep state, there is a recovery time and startup energy is required for transceivers. Okay, ready to receive but not doing so. Some functions in the hardware can be switched off. Reducing energy consumption is a little sleep. And sometimes ready to receive, but not doing something. That times it is a little, means not deep sleep. It is called, we can call as some little sleep. and reducing energy consumption. Also, reduce the energy consumption. Wake up receiver can wake up via radio when in the sleep state. Some research issues there in sleep state. Wake up receivers means whenever we need to receive, that times it transceivers are wake up that can be broken via radio in sleep state. Okay. Then wake up receiver state. Major energy problems. Receiving ideal and being ready to receive consumes a considerably amount of powers. Ideal and ready to receive, that time there is no switch off, means that are working in conditions. So that time we need to more power and consumes more powers. Okay. And when the switch on the receiver is not clear, contention based MAC protocols, receiver is always on. EMD based MAC protocol, synchronization over inflexible. Means see, convention based MAC protocol, in that MAC protocol receiver is always on, means consumption of power is high. Then TMD based protocol, synchronization overrated and inflexible. Synchronization and inflexible, in that case some less consumption of power is there. Okay. Then desirable, a receiver that can check for incoming messages when signal detects. Wake up means wake up main receiver for actual reception. Undesirable means some transceivers are desirable, which receives the data that time. They can receive the message where signal is coming that time. That are wake up, and that receiver is switched on, and in that case energy consumption is low. Then ideally wake up receiver can already process simple address, or not clear whether they can actually build. However, some examples of the transceiver: RF RT100 family hardware accelerator, Mica Motets, and Chipcon CC1000 and CC2420 family, and Infinite TD 525X family. Okay. Some advanced concept are wake up radios. We are seen, means they are whenever receives the message, transceivers are wake up. Then spread spectrum, simple transceiver concept based on modulation like amplitude shift key, ASK, frequency shift key, FSK can be suffer from limited performance. Means spread spectrum transceivers means they are working transmitter are working same different spectrums like frequency bands. Okay. And in that modulation techniques we can use like amplitude shift keys and the frequency shift keys. Okay. For better performance of transceivers, to overcome the limitation, especially scenario with a lot of interference. Sometimes interference are there. To overcome this limitation, the use of spread spectrum transceivers has been proposed by some researchers. These receivers, however, suffer mostly from complex hardware and consequently higher price, which has prevent them from the becoming a mainstream concepts for WSM. See, spread spectrum transceivers, in that there are different frequency bands that they are work using modulation techniques, and limitation is that they have most high complex hardware requirement, and also price is very high. Then also ultra wideband communication is fairly radical change from the conventional wireless communication as outlined above. This is also one of the here radical change in conventional wireless communication. Ultra wide communication is wireless communication, in that we come change from our conventional wireless communication. Okay, instead of modulating a digital signal on a carrier frequency, a very large band is used directly transmit the signal sequence as a very short impulse. In that also we are using modulation techniques uh, for conventional wireless communication, for conventional transceivers. But in ultra wideband frequency, we use, instead of modulating digital signal over a carrier frequency, we use a large bandwidth to transmit our signals. Okay, very short impulse. According to these impulses, occupy a large spectrum starting from hertz to up to range of gigahertz, several gigahertz. The challenge is to synchronize sender and receiver sufficiently. In that, for ultra wideband communication, there is challenge, that is synchronization between say sender and receiver, means transmitter and receiver. A side effect of precisely timed impulses is that ultra wideband is fairly resistant to multipath fading, which can be a serious obstacle of carrier-based communication, radio communication. In carrier placements in modulation, for conventional wireless communication, there is a fading. Fading means attenuation, means signals are attenuated, means strength of the signals is reduced. So this is a is in conventional wireless communication, but this fading, multipath fading of communicate fading of signal is overcoming wide ultra wide communication. Also, non-radio frequency wireless communication. While most of the wireless sensor network work has focused on radio waves as communication media, other options are in particularly optical communication and ultrasound communication have considered. Okay. Normally we are using the radio frequencies. Okay. But other we can also use other, that is optical communication and ultrasound communication. In optical communication, in optical communication, consider use optical links between sensor nodes. Okay, sensor पासून we use optical links, means optical fiber cable. Okay, we can use that. It is a main advantage is that very small energy per bit required for both generation and detection of optical lights. Okay, simple is light emitting diodes. Diodes are good example of high efficiency senders. Okay, in optical communication we use the optical wires. Okay, optical fibers that can send, and in that a small amount of energy is required for per bit transmission. Then ultrasound. Both radio frequency and optical communication are suitable for open ear environment. Means ultrasound, radio frequency and optical communications are suitable in open ear environment. In some application scenario, however, sensor nodes are used in environment where radio or optical communication is not applicable because of these waves do not penetrate the surrounding media. The components of the radio waves and optical communications are do not penetrate. Means environment condition ला ते suitable असतील तेव्हा आपण ultrasound use करू शकतो. One such a medium is water. In water, we can't use our transceiver or optical devices. Okay. An application scenario is surveillance of marine water floor erosion to help in construction of offshore wind farms and marine surveillance मध्येही आपले radio frequency and optical communication is not suitable for marine surveillance. In that case, we use the ultrasound communication. Sensors are deployed on marine ground floor and communication amongst themselves. Means sensors are deployed in marine ground floor, means inside the sea. Okay, that communicate to each other. In such an underwater environment, ultrasound is as an attractive communication medium as it travels relatively long distance as comparable to power. In that case, means in water medium, ultrasound is an attractive communication medium, travels relatively long distance, means travels the long. Further, ultrasound is used in also medical field. Also, we use specifically ultrasound. Okay. Some examples of the radio transceivers. See, RFM TR100 family. The TR1000 family of radio transmitter from RF monolithics is available for 916 megahertz to 86 megahertz frequency range. TR1000 family is the radio transceivers for means radio frequency monolithics, which are available from 916 megahertz to 86 megahertz frequency. It works in 400 kilohertz wideband centers also. Then for short range communication, the bit rate is transmission rate 115.2 kbps kilobit per second, and modulator is either on off key or ASK. Means here in that TR100 family, ASK or on off key modulation techniques are used dynamically to enable output powers. Then it is a low power consumption in both sending and receiving, most especially in coming from the sleep mode, waking up from sleep mode. That time also it consumes a low power. Okay. Then second one is hardware accelerator, that is Mica motors. The Mica motors use the RFM TR1000 transceivers and contains a set of hardware accelerators. In that they are same, they are used the RF TR1000 transceiver, and in that set of hardware accelerators are there. Okay. And transceiver offer very low level interface. Interfacing sometimes while communication interface to antenna is their requirement. It's low level interface, means that much not required that much high power components for interfacing. And macro controller tight controller over a frame format. MAC protocols used in this transceiver to communication. On the other hand, framing and MAC can vary computation intensive. For example, for computing checksums, for making bytes out of the series received bit, or detecting a start frame delimiters in the stream of symbols. See, these all are checksums and byte out of the serial received bits, and detecting start frame are error detection techniques. These are easily available in this hardware accelerator. Okay, the hardware accelerator offers some of the primitive computation in hardware right at a disposal of the microcontroller. And last one is chip Chipcon CC1000 and CC2420 family. Chipcon offers a wide range of transceivers that are appearing for a WSN in hardware. The name of two examples are CC1000 operates in a wide frequency range and from 300 to 1000 megahertz, means the RFM TR1000 पेक्षाही याची bandwidth जास्त आहे frequency range. Okay, then intention TDA 5 to 5x family. In Chipcon, modulation technique is frequency modulation techniques because it is a high bandwidth range, and programmable output powers also there. Then MAC protocol is used. Transceivers for IEEE 802.15.4 is also in that. Okay, then Infineon TDA 5x family also there. Then IEEE 802.15.4 and EMBER EM2022420 RF transceivers are there. Okay,